Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm out in the garage. I worked on this same job a little bit last night. I'm not really filming it because it's not all that interesting, but I mentioned that my wife wanted, on top of our cabinets, we have some crown molding, and I'll show those to you in a minute. And there's a little bit of a distance between the top of the molding to the top of the cabinet, and she wanted me to put some risers in there so she could put Christmas decorations up top. So let me show you what I'm doing. First off, I'll show you the shop because, man, it's a mess already. This is where I've been ripping and cutting all of my strips of 2x4 for the risers, and then I'll end up using that MDF, that 1/8 inch MDF, to top it. And you can see I've got sawdust everywhere. We had to move it forward because some of the pieces were really long. And when I say we, I mean my brother-in-law and I. He was here last night and he was giving me a hand with this, so it was kind of nice to have an extra set of hands in the shop. I don't often have that. Most of the time I work alone, but you know, it just writing down measurements, climbing up and down the ladder, getting things set up the way they should. Okay, let me show you what the kitchen cabinets look like. Here's what the top of the cabinets look like from down below, and what I'm doing is, you can see, I'm just putting a framework in here, and it's just the ripped 2x4s, and we're gonna lay that MDF over top of it, and I'm just shy by about 1/4 of an inch to the top of the trim or the crown molding. So what'll happen is I'll put 1/8 of an inch MDF in here, and there'll be 1/8 of an inch lip, which I think that'll be nice because it'll keep things from sliding over the edge. It'll kind of give it a little bit of a guard up front. And I've got the first cabinet done here. I've got the cabinet over the stove done, and down there I've got the cabinet at the other end finished. Back this way I am working on, this will be tough because it's on the other side of the kitchen, but I've got the initial pieces cut in the first and second cabinet, which is on the other side of the fridge, and I'm getting ready to put the blocking between them. So I've got a little bit of work left to do, not too much. It's really pretty easy. And I told you my brother-in-law was here last night helping me out. Well, I've got a new shop helper today. Now, most of you have met Nyla, my little Yorkie, but you have not met Noelle. Noelle is my Morkie. She's part Maltese, part Yorkie, and she's new to the shop. I got to kind of watch her because she's only 8 weeks old and she eats anything and everything she can find. So as a shop assistant, she's got a little, she's still in training. She's doing her apprenticeship. But I just thought I'd introduce her to you. She's a little bitty pup. She is about, now a little over 1.5 pounds. She's about 1.75 pounds. She was 1.5 pounds when we got her. We expect her to be about 4 pounds, and you'll be seeing her, I'm sure, in future videos. So I'm going to put her back in the house. Let her keep tabs on the kids for a little bit, and then I'm going to get busy finishing up the blocking in these on top of these cabinets, and then we'll get the MDF cut. I finished putting all the risers on the kitchen cabinets. Let me show you what they look like now. And this is what the top of each of the cabinets look like. You can see there's a tiny lip from the trim, but we'll be able to put pretty well anything up here we need to decorate or to display. I'm sorry the lighting wasn't a little better, but it's about 8 o'clock at night, so it's pretty dark out. But essentially, I've got a nice flat platform on top of all of my cabinets, and where the top of the crown molding is, there is a 1/8 inch lip all the way around. And the idea behind the lip is if something moves forward, it's going to hit that lip, and that's going to kind of help keep it from sliding all the way off the cabinets. So now we're ready to start pulling out the decorations and start getting prepped for the holidays. Hey, I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me for this video. This isn't the normal video that I do on this channel, but I had a good time doing it, and I really had a great time sharing it with you. So come back and see me again real soon, and I'll keep making videos.